Welcome to Free Podcast Tools. This is the how-to podcast guide tutorial, step by step. We are now up to number 14 out of 16, and we're going to talk about promotion. I'm joined by Mel. Mel, how are you doing, my friend?
I am great.
Excellent. So on the promotion front, if you just think you're going to record your podcast and the world is going to come slam your door down and be like, this is the number one podcaster we ever saw, that's not going to happen, just in case you were thinking that. One thing I have a hard time getting through to podcasters is you might have to spend a few dollars and they're like, ooh, cringe. But sometimes you need to do more than just I recorded it, I posted it, now I'll send it out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I am done. Go sit on the couch. And it's like, no, you're not even, I wouldn't even say you're 5% of the way there. You need to get this into the hands of people who are like-minded, who are going to like your content. And that can be more work than setting up and recording the podcast. Like I said, sometimes you got to pay to play. And if you were going to go golfing, Mel, or play video games, or go bowling, or any other number of hobbies, would you expect to do that for free?
I can't think of anything to do for free, actually. I was scanning my head just now. I was like,
And podcasting is no different. So you're going to have to, in some cases, buy advertisements, and not just any advertisements. Sometimes people go, hey, I'll spend $20 on Facebook ads. I'm not a big proponent of Facebook ads. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but when it comes to podcasting, I want something that is very directional. So let's say, for argument's sake, Mel and I have a golf podcast. I want to hit wherever golfers are that would also listen to podcasts. So what better place to do that in than a podcast app? So they're going to get their daily fix or weekly fix, monthly fix, whatever. And they're like, hey, what is this? 2 guys golfing. Let me click on that. And they click on it. And it's Mel and I just sitting there chopping it up about golf. I know nothing about golf, but it's just an example. And they're already in there. They already have the capability to play podcasts, subscribe to podcasts. They're your target audience. You want to get in places like that. So apps, communities where they have like decent communities. Sometimes you can go under the radar. Sometimes people own a website about your topic, and it'll be to the point where you'll say, why isn't anybody advertising here? This is uncharted territory. Hey, how much for promoting my podcast on your blog? And just try to work something out. So think outside the box if you can. But regardless of which avenue you choose to promote your podcast, keep in mind that if you're after a large audience, growth is likely to come from financial investment, whether it's $20 a month, $100 a month, $500 a month, whatever you're going to spend. Growth is more than likely going to come from a financial investment, as with any other venture.
It's funny you say that. I was thinking about it from obviously a marketing point of view. Yeah. And when I used to sell insurance, the company had a 20% discount for nurses. And so you say, okay, well, in theory, it would help for me to get in front of nurses. Yeah. And wouldn't you know it, nearby, maybe 2 miles away, there was a nursing school.
Oh, that's perfect.
And so I said, okay, obviously this is for when they're done. So I went to the alumni department of that school and I said, hey, just keep me in mind. What do I need to do to keep my brochures here, my cards here? You to just blah, 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 let me mention something during the graduation and just have me in the alumni page. And we were working something out for that. But it's always good to, number one, know your audience, and number two, think of a way to reach them.
That is perfect. Well stated, Mel. That's a right on time message.
I do what I can. Thank you.
So that is going to do it for promotion. Just remember, think outside the box. Really, really try to dig into places where other podcasters are either too lazy or don't want to spend the resources on. We're going to come back and step 15, which is gaining financial support. So it doesn't always have to go out. You can have some coming in as well.